Hello the cop, please subscribe my channel for follow Liverpool Football Club news on every days. Liverpool vs Burnley, Premier League, team news, lineups and prediction. Liverpool are looking to shrug off their recent defeat to title rivals Arsenal when they welcome Burnley to Anfield this Saturday in the Premier League. The 3-1 defeat at the Emirates Stadium cut Liverpool's lead at the top of the table to just 2 points, with a visit from Burnley perhaps the perfect opportunity for the Reds after a disappointing result. Jurgen Klopp's side won this fixture 2-0 on Boxing Day at Turf Moor, goals from Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota easing the league leaders to victory. Vincent Kompany's side are still firmly placed in the relegation zone but did manage an impressive comeback draw against Fulham last time out. January loan signing David Fofana produced a brace in only his second match for the Clarets to claim a point, but a trip to Anfield will be a far more challenging proposition for a side that has kept just one clean sheet in their last 10 matches in all competitions. Liverpool team news. Klopp has a number of injuries and absentees to contend with ahead of the clash with Burnley, the most significant being Mohamed Salah. The winger is still absent after injuring himself at the Africa Cup of Nations with Egypt and is highly unlikely to be fit for the visit of the Clarets. Dominic Szoboszlai was a surprise omission from the Liverpool squad that travelled to Arsenal last Sunday and, while no official timeframe has been put on his return, he's a major doubt for the weekend. Ibrahima Konate will serve his one-game suspension after seeing red against Arsenal, while Connor Bradley may still be absent after his father tragically passed away recently. Stefan Bajcetic, Ben Doak, Joel Matip and Kostas Tsimikas are guaranteed to be out, while Wataru Endo should be available on Saturday after returning from the Asian Cup. The Japan international will have to compete with Thiago Alcantara in midfield, the Spaniard making his first appearance of the season against Arsenal after 9 months on the sidelines. Liverpool predicted lineup: 4-3-3 Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Quansah, Van Dijk, Gomez, Mac Allister, Endo, Jones, Diaz, Núñez, Jota. Burnley team news. Kompany doesn't have too many injury concerns ahead of the trip to Merseyside but is without a couple of important squad members. Luca Koleosho is one of those who will be missing, the Italy under-21 international forward still recovering after surgery on a knee injury back in December that has likely ended his season. Nathan Redmond is another winger who will be out for the campaign after also undergoing surgery on a thigh issue, while the defensive duo of Charlie Taylor and Jordan Bayer are nearing returns even if the Liverpool game comes too soon for them. Fofana should be given a start up top after his heroics at Craven Cottage, while several other January signings could also be thrown into the mix such as Lorenzo Insigne and Maxime Esteve. Burnley predicted lineup: 4-4-2 Trafford, Insigne, O'Shea, Esteve, Vitinho, Ramsey, Berga, Brownhill, Odobert, Fofana, Amdouni. Liverpool vs Burnley score prediction. Regardless of a disjointed defeat in North London last time out, Liverpool should get back to winning ways when Burnley make the trip to Anfield. The Reds have won their last 4 meetings between the two sides without conceding, and the Clarets' willingness to try and play out from the back may be their undoing on Merseyside. The return of Thiago and Wataru Endo will boost Klopp's options in midfield, with the Reds having not lost a single game at home this season in any competition. That's unlikely to change on Saturday and Liverpool should be claiming all 3 points. Prediction: Liverpool 3-1 Burnley. Liverpool predicted lineup vs Burnley, Premier League. Liverpool's Premier League title charge took a hit last weekend, but the Reds will be aiming to return to winning ways when they welcome Burnley to Anfield on Saturday. Jurgen Klopp's men fell to a disheartening 3-1 defeat against Arsenal last time out after a string of defensive errors proved costly in North London, with Liverpool's lead at the top of the table reduced to just 2 points. The Reds know they can ill afford any more slip-ups and nothing but a victory will be tolerated against 19th-placed Burnley. The Clarets are already 7 points off safety, and even a Liverpool side without the injured Mohamed Salah and Dominic Szoboszlai should have more than enough in the tank to claim victory this weekend. Here's how Klopp could line his Liverpool side up against Burnley. Liverpool predicted lineup vs Burnley: 4-3-3. GK, Alisson, despite a torrid display against Arsenal last time out, the Brazilian remains one of the best goalkeepers in world football. Nothing more than a bad day at the office. RB, Trent Alexander-Arnold, the emergence of Connor Bradley has genuinely put his place at right back in jeopardy, with the Englishman perhaps moving into midfield permanently in the foreseeable future. CB, Jarell Quansah, the suspension of Ibrahima Konate and injury to Joel Matip means the youngster is a shoo-in to start on Saturday. Quansah has embraced every opportunity handed to him so far. CB, Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool captain, was arguably responsible for all 3 goals the Reds conceded at Arsenal, but, similarly to Alisson, it was likely a one-off display. LB, Joe Gomez, the defender has been so impressive filling in at fullback this season that Andy Robertson will struggle to get his place back in the side. CM, Alexis Mac Allister, injury to Szoboszlai means Klopp may have to get slightly creative in midfield, potentially pushing Mac Allister further forward. The World Cup winner has been impressive in the holding role recently, but his best position is still likely as a number 8. CM, Wataru Endo, sitting in the base of midfield, the returning Endo could find his way straight back into the starting lineup. The Japan international was in terrific form prior to jetting off to Qatar for the Asian Cup. CM, Curtis Jones, with Thiago Alcantara back fit again, all of Liverpool's midfielders will need to maintain a high level to keep their places. However, Jones has been fantastic this term and is now a guaranteed starter for the Reds. RW, Luis Diaz, the absence of Sulla has pushed Diaz into a slightly unorthodox position on the right flank. While still not at his blistering best, the Colombian has been much improved since the turn of the year. St. Darwin Núñez, Liverpool desperately missed his presence against Arsenal, the Uruguayan only a substitute at the Emirates due to a slight foot injury. With Cody Gakpo out of sorts at the moment, Captain Chaos is needed to inject some life into the front line. LW, Diogo Jota, Liverpool's supreme sharpshooter, has been in goal-scoring mood since returning from injury on Boxing Day. His ability to move freely across the attacking line makes him a superb asset for Klopp. Thomas Frank discusses ambitions amid Jurgen Klopp replacement search. Thomas Frank admits he has ambitions for his managerial career, but insists his main focus remains on the job at hand amid Liverpool's search for a new manager. The Brentford boss has enjoyed plenty of success since joining the club back in 2016, initially acting as an assistant before taking the managerial job 2 years later. He became only the second Bees manager to secure promotion to the top flight in 2021, and has since gone on to ensure his side have established themselves in the Premier League. Frank's reputation has grown throughout his 7 years in England, to an extent that has seen his name listed among some of the favourites to replace Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool this summer. Asked about the prospect of taking over at Anfield, the Dane conceded that he is conscious of opportunities opening up at the likes of Liverpool and Barcelona, but that his attention remains on the GTEC Community Stadium. "Yeah, I keep up with things and have seen that Xavi and Klopp are leaving," the Brentford manager told Danish outlet Tipsbladet in an exclusive interview. Two big coaching personalities for two fantastic clubs, both of whom have done well. Regarding myself, I'm insanely happy to be here. I've said that before. I have the opportunity to pursue many of my ambitions. Like everyone else, I also have ambitions, but it's hard to say exactly what they are. I'm focused on doing well right now. I have no doubt that we need to finish the second half of the season strongly. I understand that we need some good performances and to win some football matches, and that's my main focus right now. There are a few more thoughts if things don't go the right way. If things go well, there are still plenty of thoughts about planning because you want to win the next game and climb higher in the table. It's just a bit more positive then. Xabi Alonso remains the clear favorite with the bookmakers to return to Anfield as a manager, with Ruben Amorim and Roberto De Zerbi also among those in the conversation. Frank possesses a Premier League background, but Brentford's recent struggles and his relative lack of experience at a top European club mean he is likely to find himself further down the pecking order. Liverpool will be keen to move quickly to bring in a Klopp replacement, and the season has drawn to a close, and are said to have already begun the recruitment process. Hello the Cop, please subscribe my channel for follow Liverpool Football Club news on every days.